Hello, Sagittarius. Welcome to Intuitive Gems. My name is Desiree. And today I'll be doing your money, wealth, finance, prosperity, and abundance reading for the month of February 2022. If this is your first time catching one of my readings, I do want to say welcome, and I invite you to subscribe because I do these readings each and every month. And I would love to share your money message with you. And yes, you do see a new and a different angle that I'm filming the readings this month. I wanted to try something different because I need to find a better setup for me. So I am trying some things that I think could work. So this is where we are for today. So for the readings this month, I will be using my pink tarot deck. This is a brand new tarot deck that I bought for myself for the holidays. I'll be clarifying with my Radiant Rider-Waite tarot, and then I will close out your reading, Sag, with a intuitive life coaching oracle card. Interesting, this card is upright. So let's go ahead and see what shows up for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. Nice. For the month of February 2022. So, as you can see, I got a little bit more cards here than what I anticipated, but that's okay. Okay, so, and please bear with me as I figure this out. So, from what I'm seeing here, looks like you're going to have the opportunity, Sagittarius, in February to really do some big things. I see big changes. I see new partnerships. Also, really, you kind of going into an area that you probably weren't expecting to go into and actually making money with it. I see that with the Four of Wands here, but let's start with the Nine of Pentacles. That's the card of luxury. That's the card of extravagance. You're really going to be in a position to give. Also, I do see you investing in yourself, which is always a solid thing to do. And doing so makes things happen very, very quickly, as we see with the Knight of Swords. I talked about the Four of Wands. That's the card of stability and foundation, and that is success at something new. Now, the thing is we do have the Ten of Swords, so be careful with the people around you, because I do feel like someone could have either done something in the past that was very disruptive to your progress, or someone literally betrayed you. But the Two of Cups tells us that you are going to have some new partnerships and some new connections with people. And the Death card talks about a very transformative change. I do feel like your finances are going to totally look different by the time we move into February, and I do see that change for the better because we have this Sun card here, and the Sun card is success in all areas of life, especially finances, because that's what we're talking about. We're talking about money, Sagittarius. So you are going to have a very strong start to February, and you are going to really see some things move where there was no movement before. Now, the other thing about what I'm seeing here is that things are going to happen quickly, so it's going to feel a little uncomfortable and things are going to feel quite shaky. What you have to do is you're going to have to just roll with it, okay? And you're just going to have to do your best to keep up, because when these things start showing up for you, new opportunities, new jobs, someone, like I said, reaching out to you and wanting to partner with you in a way that helps you make more money, all of these things are going to be different. It's not going to be something that you're familiar with, but the opportunity is there. And the thing is once you start taking action and once you start moving in that direction, positive change is happening, more money is coming in, and you're growing, you're expanding your capacity to have more, which is very exciting. All right, Sagittarius, whoa. Hold on, let me grab these cards that are flying out. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what else shows up for you. as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance. For the month of February 2022. And as we move into that second week of February, things just keep getting better and better from what I'm seeing here. And I'm making sure we are in focus, and it looks like we are. Now we have the Nine of Wands. That's the card of feeling discouraged. So I want to prepare you in saying that as you move into these new projects, as you move into these new opportunities that are bringing new cash flow into your life, you're going to feel a little frustrated with the process. Like I said, because things are unfamiliar, things are different. So you're not going to really know what you should do first. And it's going to feel very overwhelming. The thing is that the Ace of Pentacles says, don't worry, because you are going to make money at this. You are going to have new money coming in. Now, the other thing about this Ace of Pentacles card is I'm picking up that investment energy. And I know I talk about that a lot every single month, but the Ace of Pentacles really is encouraging you to invest some of your money, because it looks like you are going to have a little bit of a surplus. And so you don't just want to spend that. You do want to use that money to work for you, and you do want to put that money in some type of an investment. It could be anything that you're comfortable with, anything that you're familiar with, but especially make sure that it's something that you understand. Now we have the Three of Cups. The Three of Cups is a celebration party card. I'm not surprised, because like I said, you definitely have some financial success and some financial wins from what I'm seeing here. Again, you're going to feel a little off, and you're going to feel a little kind of anxious about everything, but when all is said and done, you're going to be celebrating, because you will be having more coming in. And even if you don't have excuse me, the exact amounts of money that you would like, you still have the opportunity here to grow something. And for a lot of you, I'm feeling like so many of you are either having 2 jobs or 2 businesses that you're working at the same time. And, that could be overwhelming for some people, but the 2 things that you're doing complement each other very well. So it's not like you're having to double your efforts, so to speak. You have the opportunity to really just kind of leverage what you're doing in a much more expansive way, which brings in more results, which in turn brings in more money. Finally, we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups talks about emotional stability. She's also about emotional maturity. So really, keeping your feelings in check with what you're doing. Now, I know when it comes to money, it's a very emotionally charged topic. But with the Queen of Cups, she's all about really not allowing her feelings to take over. And also, I guess really being experienced enough and having enough wisdom to understand that things are going to kind of go up and down, and that you don't do anything, especially anything money related, as a reaction. It's not like you're selling something out of panic, or you're buying something because you're panicked. I know with our economy right now, it's a very interesting time, but I do feel like your emotions are in check, Sagittarius, and that really keeps you, very level-headed, and that gives you an opportunity to see things that other people probably just wouldn't notice. New opportunities, or just kind of, not panicking when you see everybody else around you going crazy. All right, Sagittarius, let's see. What else is showing up for you? As it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2022. All right, Sagittarius, well, it looks like things just keep getting getting better and getting more interesting, although once we hit the second half of February, you will have some decisions to make. You are going to have to either cut back on something, or you're going to have to move away from something, or you're going to have to lessen your involvement in something. Why? Because there's only so many hours in the day and you can't do it all as much as you would like to. Now, I do feel like Sagittarius, you're going to have a lot of things that are actually working for you financially, but again, you can't do it all. You know, you realize that you're going to have to kind of either cut back on something, or you're just going to have to temporarily let something go, which is what I'm seeing here with the Eight of Cups. You're going to have to temporarily let something go while you focus on the things that are more profitable. So, the other thing I see here too is that you really want to do everything, but internally you know that that's not possible. And I'm seeing that with the Eight of Swords, the Four of Cups, and this Magician card. The Magician card talks about having everything you need, but when he shows up in the reverse, you know, he also has some limitations. It's not because he can't do everything, but it's because he has limited time, limited energy. And so you really have to focus on what the priority is and devote most of your time to that. Make as much money as you can, maybe, and then decide what you're going to do after that. But when you're trying to have, you know, several things all take off at once, usually none of them do. So pay attention to what's making you the most money and focus all of your time in that particular project, job, opportunity, investment, and so forth. Now back to the Queen of Cups here. The Queen of Cups, she's a very grounded card. Now I like seeing her because that means things are very stable. Nothing is like crazy. There's no chaoticness. There's no rushed or intense energy. She's just a very calm, and she's very grounded, and she's very focused and determined, right? It's like she's not easily rattled. And I think that's the energy you're going to be really cultivating and really embracing once we hit the second half of February. Now, finally, we want to talk about this World card that is the completion of a cycle. It's also a very good card because it means that you're on the right track. You do get confirmation that whatever it is that you decide to do, it is going to work out and it is going to benefit you and the people you love. The other thing about the World card is that sometimes it means international travel for some people. So you may have an opportunity to go out of the country, and that opportunity definitely will be something that allows you to grow and allows you to expand your income, or it brings you new resources for, I'm picking up sourcing and inventory. So some of you who may have a shop, or some of you who may have, you know, maybe you sell something online and you're sourcing, you know, new product. It looks like you are going to find a source for that, you know, and it may be an international source, which is what we're seeing here with the World card. All right, so what do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius as it relates to money, wealth, finances, prosperity, and abundance for the month of February 2022? What do we need to know for the sign of Sagittarius? Nice. We got quite a few cards here, Sag, and we're going to go with it. We're going to go with it. All right, so I will talk about these two stragglers once we cover what's going on here as we close out the end of February. The Page of Swords talks about something being discontinued, but this is going to be to your benefit. Usually this is like a something of a financial nature, since that's the focus of this reading. Could be a payment gets stopped or reduced. Maybe you no longer have to pay a monthly fee on something. Usually something around that nature is what this card indicates. We also have the Emperor in the reverse. That's the control card. When he shows up in the reverse, it means that you need to kind of loosen up a little bit. You don't have to micromanage everything. As a matter of fact, sometimes when you control something less, it ends up being more productive. Next, we have the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands talks about stress and overwhelm. Be very, very careful that you're not, burning burning the candle at both ends, so to speak. We also have the King of Wands. That's another grounded stability card. Although the King of Wands means that somebody is keeping an eye on you. But this is good. This is not that someone's, looking at you in a negative way. As a matter of fact, they see you and they see what you're doing, and they're very impressed by what you do, and they're considering working with you, hiring you, reaching out to you. So this means that you are being considered for something, and it's definitely very positive. Finally, we have the Knight of Pentacles. That is money, financial assistance showing up for you in some way, and it shows up at the right time and in the right amount. I love the Knight of Pentacles because a lot of times this is an unexpected source that we were not, it wasn't even on our radar, and somebody just shows up at the right time with exactly what we need in the way that we need it. This is huge, especially for those of us who are in businesses or for those of us who are really trying to expand our investments. Now, finally, we got these two straggler cards here. We have the Five of Swords, and then we have the Three of Pentacles. The Five of Swords is a really good communication card when we see that in the reverse. The Three of Pentacles, this is a card about you working independently, you doing something solo and not taking into consideration the input of other people. Now, if you are a business owner, or if you are a solopreneur, or maybe self-employed, this is exactly the card you want to see, because it means you make your own decisions. The other thing about the Three of Pentacles is it means that sometimes you do better working by yourself, even though you may have people trying to step in, trying to tell you what to do. Understand that you have the final say, and that you would be better off working alone. All right, Sagittarius. Well, you have, like I said, a very, very good month here in February. I do see a lot of opportunity and a lot of production. I think that's the word that keeps coming through, is production, being productive, and doing stuff, doing more, having more, and getting more as a result. All right, Sagittarius, let's go ahead and close out your reading with a intuitive life coaching oracle card. Oh, nice. You got card number 8. This is spiritual gifts. Says you are in the process of developing and fine-tuning your spiritual gifts. Spiritual gifts. I love that. Absolutely love it. And I hope it resonates with you, Sagittarius, because you really do have spiritual gifts. And the other thing about having spiritual gifts is it really helps you make more money. That is no exaggeration. That has been true and demonstrated in my own life time and time again. All right, Sagittarius, I hope you enjoyed this reading. I hope it was helpful. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, observations, please drop them down below. I want to thank you so much for spending this time with me. We'll do it all again next month.